Hello. In this video, I will be describing my selections for the top 10 technological advancements for IEOR 190G. Number 10, I picked Thomas Edison's light bulb. Besides the fact of providing light and kind of eradicating old technology, I picked this specifically because it kind of marked an era where the electricity and light became like commercially distributed, preceding Thomas Edison's, and that gave light to the masses, to put it bluntly. Number 9, the iPhone. The iPhone in itself is a very specific product, right? But I think it set a standard for kind of like interpersonal connectivity with your friends. Like the capabilities of the phone itself is just very vast. So it kind of set a bar of how we like to be connected with our friends and our family and our relatives. Number 8 is the wristwatch. I chose wristwatch because it kind of marked a time, or no pun intended, it marked a time when people began to have a sense of time, like always like on them, always be able aware of what's going on. Like it set a standard for, all right, we'll be here at this time because you have the time already on you. You know what's going on. Like you don't have to depend on the sun. You don't have to depend on various ways of like guesstimating like what time do you want to meet, what time do you want to do this. Number 7 is irrigation. Irrigation is incredibly important because it provided a sound way to distribute water for agriculture, which we depend on heavily today. Number 6 is the wheel. The wheel, obviously, implemented in a lot of our transportation devices today, trains, cars. I mean, it's made friction a lot less important for transportation, which affected all the transportation industry today. Number 5, the firearm. Not in a bad way, but the firearm did increase warfare, and it did kind of set a pretty bad precedent for warfare, but I mean, it gave humans a very easy way to subdue somebody else, which I think has had a massive effect on our society, especially our authority. Number 4, the automobile. Very standard. The automobile just completely transformed how we could get places, the amount of effort it requires to get places, like employing something that runs off fuel. It's incredibly important to how do we like live our lives in this day and age without a car. It's hard to understand, but I mean, back when there were like horses and wagons, like it was very tough. It was like a very strenuous process. Cars completely eradicated that. Number 3, engine-powered airplanes. Airplanes basically connected the world in terms of like shipping goods and in terms of getting places on time. It's just a vastly important invention because it took all of our continents of this world and kind of made it like one global world, as in the, well, I want to go to Africa, I want to go to Asia, I want to go to South America. It's now possible without having to do a 90-day trip in a boat in the sea where a lot of like issues could arise. Number 2, I'm myself a golfer, and this is, one of my inventions, but the Titleist Pro V1 golf ball. It set a very high standard for golf, and it's like the most selected ball on the PGA Tour. And number one, very similar answer to a lot of other people, but I would say the internet. The internet is the end-all, be-all of human connectivity in contemporary America and contemporary world. Set a standard for a cloud of information. How do we place things, and how do we all access certain documents and access information? I mean, you look at people now. People know everything based off things like Wikipedia, based off of internet articles, which are readily available to you through an iPhone, through a computer. So yeah, that was my top 10 list. Hope you enjoyed my descriptions, and I will see you guys in class on Monday. Bye bye.